Wow.
What a game. The Seahawks are 8-2. Big Monday night overtime winner against what used to be the undefeated San Francisco 49ers. Seahawks are 5-0 on the road. Recap coming at you.
On the road.
Lucas, if you wouldn't mind, I have prepared a little ceremony.
Like a song and dance?
A poem.
A poem?
Yeah, I'm going to start.
A haiku or what?
I'm going to start this podcast with a little bit of a ceremony here.
What are you doing? You're a little shaky. How much coffee have you had? Jesus.
Let's start with a moment of silence here for the 49ers undefeated season.
I think that was long enough.
Thank you. Prepared a poem to, it's for the 49ers. The poem is called What Could Have Been, and it's an ode to the 49ers by Denny Dumas. Jimmy G was not a star on Monday night. Their yellow pants of the Niners did not shine so bright. San Fran fans wanted to go undefeated, but most of them were a tad bit conceited. All the experts doubted the Hawks. Quandre Diggs is quick like a fox. Defensively, the Niners were tough. Shaquille Griffin waved his finger and said enough is enough.
Wow.
The Niners offense had been rolling through. Jadeveon Clowney said, fuck you. Not a great game was had by Jimmy G. Russell Wilson is the real MVP. To be in the contender conversation, I think we gave the NFL a reason. We turned the lights out. On the 49ers' perfect season.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Can you frame that?
Yeah, it's going to go up on the wall, actually.
I think we should send it to every San Fran fan. Oh my God.
That was quite the game, man.
That was the game of the year. I was in LA.
What are you doing over there?
I was there for a friend's 40th birthday, and we rented a mansion with a pool. It was unbelievable. And in Disneyland, I was watching the game live, walking around on DAZN. Thank you, DAZN. It's amazing. Did you know DAZN, you can't watch football on DAZN in US, but if you have Canada DAZN, you can.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Really? They don't have the rights, I guess?
I guess they don't have the rights or something. There's TV rights there in the States. I don't know how it works, but for some reason, I was able to watch it. And there was more Seahawks jerseys in Disneyland than there was San Fran jerseys. I get it. A lot of them are probably visiting. But you could hear the screams on certain plays of the reals. Like, you know, there's a lot of people there with like their girlfriends and families and wives, and they have to like be at Disneyland. But it's like, this is a Monday night game. I get it, honey. We booked this months ago, a year ago, or whatever. But they're walking around like this, just like me. And it was amazing.
Game of the season?
That was the game of the season.
So far.
Game of the year, for sure.
It was a weird game, though.
Well, yeah.
It didn't really, we got absolutely shit fucked in the first half by the refs.
Yeah.
What is happening, Carl? As an unbiased NFL fan, was that the worst officiating you've ever seen?
It's up there for sure. It's like inconsistency on both sides, but Seattle had it really bad.
So bad, man. Even on the 49ers' first drive, the D plays great.
Yeah.
Force a 3-and-out. They call a phantom defensive holding call. Literally 2 plays later on third down again, phantom PI call. We just give them 3 points at the beginning of the game. There was so many. I broke my hat.
You broke your hat?
Yeah.
Which one?
It's
How
not
you
really
break a
broken.
hat?
It's just the brim is bent.
Oh,
I threw it at the TV.
oh, well, don't damage the TV.
I think my exact words were, "That's 7-0 now on bad calls." Slightly large, angrier voice. Alex was really frightened. Alex watched the game with me.
I was a little nervous. You texted me that you were going to throw your TV off the balcony, and I was like, well, then what? You're going to watch it on your phone?
I hadn't thought that far ahead.
I know. Sometimes you need somebody there just like calm you down for a second.
I think Alex was videotaping me.
Oh, was he?
I think so.
Let's see if we can leak these videos because that would be amazing to see. Oh my God.
Again, off to a rough start though.
And again, we give up points.
10-0.
10-0.
It
But-
doesn't scare me though.
Well, because we've won 3 games now being down
3.
10 or more. 10 or more. We've given up more points and like 3 points and come back.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is there's been 3 games that we've given up 10 or more points and come back on, which is a good stat because we can come back. But I'm wondering if we could just start the game with 10 points. Like just give them 10 points and we start the game. And then we have full 4 quarters.
Just
to
get it out of the way.
Let's just get it out of the way.
That wouldn't be ideal because then we'd probably be down 20-0 at the start of the game.
I don't get it. Are we just slow to start, or is it the refs, or is it just we got to figure our stuff out? I don't get it.
But the first series of the game was it was a 3 and out, right?
For us.
For us, yeah. And then
Yeah.
that was a good start, but then it goes to shit real quick.
Oh, no.
Or was there
Our offense went 3 and out.
Yeah.
They got the ball first. 2 shit penalties, give them
it
a
was the
field goal.
penalties. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It should have been a 3 and out for them.
What happened on defense this week? That was a completely different team.
Yeah, I don't know. Clowney woke up and decided, you know what? I'm on prime time, baby. I'm coming after you. Garoppolo.
I don't remember seeing a more dominant performance on defense in a long time.
No, they were beasts.
He single-handedly
Single-handedly, he was unreal.
dominated.
Yeah, 100%.
Quandre Diggs looks good.
He did excellent.
I'm really pumped about that guy.
He's fast.
Like a fox.
He's fast like a fox, and he lowered his shoulder to take that guy down after that interception. I was like, oh my God. I thought he was just going to go right through him. Kind of bounced off him, but that's okay. I think he was just absorbing it.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to think, sometimes there's some smart plays that you need to do. Like you need to, you take the interception, you're running it back. You don't need to run it in because you're probably not used to running with that ball that often. So you take that hit and you go out of bounds. But sometimes some people try to make something out of nothing and it goes wrong.
When you try to force things.
AKA Metcalf. There are points in that game, like his future is going to be unbelievable, but he's still learning. And just like, hold that ball. You didn't need to try to get an extra 2 yards and then fumble the ball and like, whatever. Anyways, let's just start at the beginning. That's 3-0. I'm getting ahead of myself. Go on, Denny.
I just have a lot to say about reffing.
We need a ref on this podcast because we need to figure this shit out.
What is happening in the NFL with all this bullshit? It seems like week to week, the refs don't know what's happening.
Well, do they get a memo saying, okay, we need to be super biased for the home team here because we're on prime time and like screw the Seahawks? I don't get it.
I'm fairly convinced that the NFL does not like the Northwest.
Yeah, they just don't want the Super Bowl up there. They
don't
want.
know.
Is it like
I don't get it.
Is it like the NHL where they need the markets that are struggling to be stronger, so they tried to like give them a little bit more leash to try to get more fans and fan base over there?
Do you think the NFL is corrupt?
Oh, 100% it's corrupt.
In what way?
I think in the way that
Do you honestly think that
makes them more money. It's all about money.
Do you honestly think things like referees and schedules and stuff like that is favored towards teams that they want to do better?
I believe it is. And I believe that there are refs that may make a few different calls based on some little side hustles that they have. There's got to be. They got to be getting paid off a little bit. Just a little bit on some stuff.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, I think there's corruption in all leagues. I mean, like, the NBA in the 90s.
Yeah.
It's not like that stuff just went away. I guarantee you that stuff is still happening.
What happened in the NBA in the 90s?
Well, the refs were taking money, right? And they were actually changing the results of games. And that was found out.
Didn't that happen recently?
I'm saying it probably happens all the time.
I thought there was one guy in the NBA that got outed like 3-4 years ago, maybe.
I'd believe it. But
I believe it too. I remember this vaguely, but I also
remember his
feel like
name, but-
the NFL has to a certain degree. Like there has to be some stuff that's happening 100%. You gotta think like as a team like Seattle and a city like Seattle are so behind their team that market is thriving. So that market's not going to struggle. But a team like San Fran is just, first off, their stadium is not in San Fran. So that's got to be a downer. So probably half the people who live in San Fran are Oakland fans because they're just going to go across the bay. But you're just trying to make a team that's just been terrible for so long and has had so much bad press because of Kaepernick and all that stuff that they need to try to turn that specific market around. Give them a few little plays. Hey, wow, yeah, that was offside. Oh, no, that was a face mask. Yep. No, can't challenge that. Like, it's just weird.
Do you remember that? Did you watch the game live or no?
Yeah, I watched it live. I didn't watch it fully live, but I watched it live. I think I went through almost 10 gigabytes of data.
Did you see that story where I paused the TV, took a photo? The guy was like a yard and a half offside.
Yeah, and
the ball's
No
not
call.
snapped.
The ball's
It's
not
still
snapped.
It's not
there.
even snapped yet. And he's running through.
Yeah.
Like, who decided to, like, maybe they just have really long blinks. They're like,
All 4 refs and everyone watching in the
Yeah.
booth.
I don't get it.
How, as an athlete or as a coach,
Mhm.
how do you stay positive and calm?
You look at your bank account and go, okay, everything's okay.
That can't be it.
It would be it for me. I'd be super competitive and great, but if a terrible call, it's not the end of the world. I'm still going to eat tonight. But I mean, I get it. It would be super frustrating. And I think that's the one reason that Russell and Pete have so much respect is because they just suck it up and they say, we're going to win anyways. Let's just alter the plan a little bit because we know now we're going to get screwed by the refs. We're not getting the calls that we need. Let's figure out the next game plan. And they go with it because they always seem to adapt to what's going on, what's being called, the team that they're playing against. And they make somebody else a hero on the team. Like that, it's a true team. The Seahawks are a true team. It's not just a bunch of single people trying to make a name for themselves. I think that's what's going underrated with what's going on here.
It was a hell of an effort across the board.
Across the board,
I haven't
yeah.
seen the D play that good in a
No.
long time.
Well, how many would they have? They had 3 defensive takeaways,
They had 3 takeaways.
which is great. And that all led to touchdowns. All 3 of those led to touchdowns. Amazing.
I think that was the first game
Yeah.
that we put any pressure on the quarterback, to be honest.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great
Yeah.
because San Fran is the number 2 rushing team. And now look at them.
Oh, yeah. I was yelling
Right?
at the TV. Every single time they ran the ball, I don't know why I get so fired up, Carl. Every single time they ran the ball, I'm screaming at the TV,
Yeah.
You can't run. Don't run. You can't run on us. I'm yelling, and Alex is sitting beside me. He's like, dude, do you ever get noise complaints?
Thank God you live in a concrete building.
You know who?
This neighbor here, maybe they don't hear.
Super close.
He's a Seahawks fan. I've seen him wearing a jersey.
So he's okay. He's watching the game too.
Do you guys go on your decks and just yell back and forth?
You should invite him over.
No, I've heard him cheer, though, during games over there.
Awesome.
I want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
Who else on the Flowers stepped up on the secondary?
He did.
He was huge.
He had a sack.
Yes. And he had a
That's
couple
his,
huge
was that his
breakups.
first sack in his history of.
I think so.
Yeah, he
Like-
played much better. He did not have a good game last week.
No, we were chirping him because of it. Because he was a liability, but he did step up, which is nice. Our offense, though, was great, but we also gave up 4 turnovers.
Mhm.
So Gray, your defense has takeaways, but you're giving up more turnovers than you are takeaways. Something's got to be figured out there. But I mean, some of them were terrible. Like, who's the one who stole the ball from Wilson when he was going down?
That's from Metcalf.
No, Ifedetti? No, Ifedi? What's his name?
Oh, I know what you're
yeah,
talking
what
about,
the
right.
fuck
That was
happened
so
there?
That was a
weird.
weird play. He shouldn't have run the ball. Just go down. You're not a. He ran the ball. He steals a ball from Russ. I think Russ was losing it anyway, so
he's just
that
trying
was
to grab
probably
it.
good.
Yeah.
But then just go down.
As soon as you have the ball, you just go down.
You're gonna get manhandled
Yeah.
because you don't know how to hold a ball.
Yeah.
And he just got punched out, taken back.
I think
Frustrating,
was it a
but-
Fetty? I can't remember. Anyway,
was a
let's say
Fetty.
it was a Fetty.
It was a Fetty.
Let's say it's a Fetty.
It was a Fetty.
You're in a Fetty's mind right now.
Yeah.
And I want you to talk out loud what was going through his head. So Russell Wilson's going down.
Yeah.
If you're a Fetty, you reach to grab the ball. What are the next few things that happen in your head?
Oh shit! I have a ball. What do I do?
But why do you keep running?
Maybe he's from the ghetto and he just knows he's got to run when people are running at him. Like, I don't know.
Does he not think I'm 360 pounds? I'm not going to beat anyone?
In my mind, I have a hard time running being 200 pounds. So being 300, I don't think I would run at all. I'd be like, I'm going down. I need a break. But I got the ball. I don't know. I think it's
that was
just like
so
pure
strange.
instinct. He
Yeah,
just tried.
yeah.
And then he just got like, ball got punched and he was gone. Like it was game over. But those are the frustrating ones for me. When the defense gives up a sack and there's like 5 San Fran guys all over Wilson. And then that leads to a fumble, which leads to a touchdown. It's like,
I know.
oh my God. That's frustrating. But it's a part of the game. I get it. In the end, we come back and do this. But I could really do without an overtime game. It'd be nice to just win a game in regular season, like regular time.
It is nice to get the extra time, though.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just great.
Because in the last 2 weeks, we've watched 2.5 games, which is amazing.
That's great. But the level of stress,
I know.
Yeah.
because if we didn't win the coin toss both times, who knows what would have happened? We really should have had that touchdown to win the game. But he tossed it.
Yeah.
Interception.
It was a good play on defense.
It was, but
It
I'm
was
just saying.
slightly underthrown
Yeah.
because the guy was open. Was it Hollister? I think it was Hollister.
Yeah, I think so.
And oh man.
Do you see what's going on right now on Twitter and Instagram? Everybody's freaking out because of Geno Smith and when he called heads.
Oh yeah.
So it sounds like he's saying tails, but at the same time he's saying heads, and the ref's like heads, okay, and heads popped up. But then if you watch it again, it kind of sounds like he's just saying hails because he doesn't
So he's
want to
saying
say
both, yeah.
heads or tails. It was so funny.
Really?
People are just calling. I think it's just because he's got an accent from where he's from, so it just like doesn't just sound like he's just in tails. He's like going tails. Like I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird meme or whatever's going on, and then he tweeted out. He's like hails. It was awesome. So random. It didn't lead to a touchdown. And at the end, we went back and forth, and San Fran blew the game themselves. It was nice to see another kicker be as terrible as.
That was an awful attempt too.
Others.
That wasn't even close.
That was
a
their
shank.
kicker Gold got hurt last week, I think.
Yeah,
right?
he
So
pulled
they
a
just
hamstring.
picked up this guy
Yeah.
No.
who hasn't played,
He's a rookie.
and he's a rookie. He hit 2 big kicks though.
Yep.
He hit like a 50. Oh no.
Yeah, no,
47.
47.
I
Yeah.
thought it was 50.
He had a 57 in practice, but
Do you have anything to
warm-up.
say to Jason Myers after your verbal thrashing last week?
um
Oh, side note, I'd like to just point out that I did call Myers winning the game. Thank you.
you called Myers winning the game?
I called Myers hitting a field goal at the end of the game to win. Yes.
Okay, like that's a heroic call. Obviously, it's going to go down to a field goal.
What do you mean, obviously?
Well, it's like a 90% chance that they're going to.
How many times have we won at the end of a game on a field goal this year?
Well, how many times have we been in overtime?
2.
Okay. So let's do it in regular season because when we go to regular time, how many
Well,
times?
Just give me credit, man. I
Okay,
called
you
it.
got credit. Yay, congratulations. I still, great. Myers, Pro Bowler, whatever. But when you put the ball on his foot to kick, are you not going, oh shit. Great. He had five kicks that he actually made. 3 extra points, 2 field goals. One of them was to like potentially win the game. They came back and got a field goal and went to overtime. And then he wins the field. But he did not split the uprights. He very narrowly missed that kick. Great, he won the game. Come on, I want a guy who's splitting uprights here. Maybe that's splitting hairs. I get it, but
That's like saying shooting a 3-pointer in basketball, you don't want it to hit the rim. Who gives a fuck? It went in.
yeah, but
It doesn't matter.
that's like saying a guy who knows how to dunk a ball and misses a few dunks, and you're like, what the hell?
No. This is not a dunk. That is completely different. What the hell are you talking about?
Listen, Myers, great, redeemed himself, but I'm still not 100% sold on this guy.
Let's say you have a 20-foot birdie putt.
Yes, I'd rather
on
Tiger
18.
Woods.
Hold on. Hey, you need to listen to my story. 20-foot birdie
It's
putt
taking very long. Can you
on
get it
18
out? Okay, 18.
to shoot 71.
Yep. Shoot 71. I'd rather be shooting like 65.
Have you ever been close to par? No. So fuck you. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. It goes around the hole
Yeah.
and goes in.
Yeah.
Are you going to feel any happier if it went straight in the hole?
Are you
No.
talking to me as a fan or the guy putting?
Putting.
Great. Let's talk to me as a fan.
Okay, sure. It's Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
He has a 20-foot birdie putt to shoot 59.
Yeah.
It loops around the hole and goes in.
Awesome.
Are you going to feel any better if it goes straight in the hole? No. Doesn't matter. It's 59. We won that game.
We
'Cause
won that
Jason
game.
Myers kicked a field goal that went
Great.
through the uprights and we
Do
won.
you think they only used him for 2 field goals because they were like, I don't quite trust this guy? We're just going to run it again. Oh, God, thank God we got a first down. Next. I'm joking. I get it. Can we move on?
Can we put a
the
Craigslist
guy.
set up for a host?
For a host? I still think they should do a raffle. How much money they would make at a game if you just like, you get to raffle yourself and you're the guy who gets to kick the field goal for that game. I still want to see your 50-yard kick that you're supposed to be doing. When are we doing this?
I don't know. You tell me, man. I got a football in my closet. Anytime.
What's in your closet?
Where else is it going to be?
I don't know. Prime time, baby.
I'm going to go get the football and put it on the table?
No, just keep going. Let's move on.
What the fuck is going on?
Can we talk about 5 road wins?
Yeah. When was the last time the Seahawks did that, Lucas?
This is the first time ever.
Can you check that, please?
This is the first time in franchise history that we've won 5 road wins
To start a season.
to start a season. It's unbelievable. What's the rest? What's our record? Like,
8-2.
what's our seat? Like, what do we have left? So we're on a bye.
We have a bye. So this is quite interesting. The NFL announced yesterday
Oh
that,
my God. Again.
that they're changing the time of the Seahawks game in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Who does
So,
that?
First of all, I'd like to point out that the Seahawks are the most exciting team in football. So NFL, you can go fuck yourself. We've played in 2 primetime games this year. Both have been the 2 best games of the season.
Yeah.
In the NFL.
Yeah.
We beat the Rams by 1 on a Thursday night game, and we beat the 49ers by 3 on a Monday night game.
But I just don't get how you switch a time. I'm just thinking logistically, like, okay, I'm going to go to, who are they playing that week?
They
playing
play
Rams?
Philly.
They play Philly in Philly?
Yeah, so they're trying to fuck the Seahawks again.
Well, it's not
Go
even
to the
that,
East
but-
Coast and play a morning game.
Yeah, but at the same time, how many people are traveling on that day to get to that game who are going to go to a night game, make all their arrangements, and now potentially could miss this game
That's a
because
great point.
you just
It changes everything.
changed. Okay,
Yeah.
let's just change everything. Hey, you have a ticket for this time. You know what? We're doing 1 o'clock game. Like, what the hell?
It's 10 a.m.
What's 10 a.m.?
their game.
1 o'clock our time.
1 o'clock their time.
1 o'clock their time.
10 a.m. our time.
10 a.m. our time. Yeah.
In all fairness, there are some absolute big games that week. New England, Dallas, Baltimore, Rams, Carolina, New Orleans. There's some good games that week.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Sunday night game, I like the primetime games. And
I do
for
too.
me, being in Palm Springs next week, the night game would have been more ideal so I could play golf in the morning. Now I'm going to have to not play golf that day. But the game that they did switch to the night game is a pretty good game. 49ers Packers.
It is. I'm going to call Packers win on that one.
I sure hope so.
They'll win that. Primetime?
Okay,
Is
let's
this where
quickly
Yeah.
let's
go on.
quickly discuss the updated power rankings, and
Okay.
then we
For
gotta get out of
MVP?
here. No, like MVP is not even a contest.
No, it's not
right
close.
now.
No.
It's not close.
It's not close. But I can see it now. The NFL will screw Russ
Mm-hmm.
just to give it to their new star.
Yeah, because he's flashy. Everyone's watching
Yep.
it.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Young blood.
Not right now. I think Russ has to fall off.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because right now his numbers are just so far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. Like, unless the Seahawks don't make the playoffs or something,
Yeah.
and they like finish 9-7.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
Russ has,
Or he gets injured or something.
this is
I don't know.
Russ's 122nd consecutive start.
He hasn't missed a start in his career.
Isn't that
8 years.
insane
That's crazy.
for a football player?
What the fuck?
Like, that is insane.
So there's this guy. His name is Pete Prisco. Pete
I
Prisco.
know. Who is this guy? Hey,
He-
Pete, how you doing?
He works for CBS. He produces the power rankings each week.
Is he the idiot who dropped them down? And instead of moving them up, they're like,
So-
oh, we're going to put Seahawks at number 9 when they should be at like top 4.
To
Easy
be
top four?
completely honest, I'm worried for Pete's health, to be honest. Someone needs to go check on this guy. How the fuck does that make sense? The Vikings, who'd they beat? Dallas. A very mediocre Dallas team, and move
Yeah.
up 5 spots to number 6. Seattle beats the best team in the league and
At their
moves
place.
down 1
Yeah.
spot away,
Yeah.
down 1 spot to number 7. So the Vikings beat a mediocre team, move up 5 ahead of us. Seattle moves down 1 by beating the best team in the league.
Did San Fran move?
San Fran
Down
was
2
number
spots,
1 and
yeah.
now is 3.
What the hell? But this is just some random
So-
guy and his thoughts.
so
Because
this
if
is-
you talk to other people who've also done the top
Yeah.
5, Seahawks have moved up from number 5 to 3.
4. So most of them are like this one that I'll read afterwards, but I just thought it was hilarious that this Pete character
Yeah.
decides to move the Seahawks down after
Pete's got
that.
to be 85 years old.
Pete's got to be fired. What the fuck is Pete up to?
Has Pete ever watched a football game, guys?
Pete probably didn't even look at scores.
He's just moving people around.
Yeah.
This week, on week 10, Seahawks are going to go down to 9. Week 11, they go up. Watch them go up. And it was a bye week.
I wonder if
Watch
he,
them go up next week because it's a bye week.
do you think he produced this or released it or sent it into his director prior to the game ending?
Because he already predicted them losing.
Because like,
Ah, that's fucking.
because if he lives on
bad
the East
analysis.
Coast,
Yeah.
like the game didn't end till
Right.
9:30 our time, 9:15, whatever. So that's 12:30 on the East Coast.
So you think
And
he
as
just
San Fran's
guessed?
lining up for the field goal to win, he just hit send.
He hit send. Do you think?
So do you think you would agree with his rankings if Seattle lost?
No, hell no. We're not.
If Seattle loses and is 7-3, then they have the same record as the Vikings. The Vikings are coming off a win. Who knows?
I don't know.
The Saints looked bad.
Bad.
This
I don't
week.
think Seahawks should ever be behind the Vikings at any point in the season yet.
No, there's nothing to say that the Vikings are better than us,
Exactly.
especially after that win.
Yeah.
Okay, but most of the rankings now are. It's kind of a flip flop.
The top four is super
this one, I
interchangeable.
don't understand. This one is Sporting News, and it goes New England number 1, San Fran number 2,
What?
Baltimore 3, Seattle 4.
What? Okay, I understand Seahawks 4, great, but should be Baltimore 1 now. No?
How? You can make a case for all 3 of those teams.
Yeah,
right
I
now,
know,
right?
but I mean, I'm just thinking off of plays. Like number 1 and 2 would be Pats and Baltimore at the moment. Would it not be?
The
They
49ers
should
have a
be.
better
And maybe
record.
that would switch. I get it. And based on who
the
won, who
Niners
didn't win.
have played one good
Yep.
team this year, and they lost.
Exactly.
Okay?
And they should move
That's
down.
true.
100%. They should be number 5. So who's 3? Like, what are the top 5? Baltimore,
So Seattle's 4, Green Bay's 5.
Green Bay.
I don't think
I
Green
don't
Bay
know.
is as good as
No.
their
No.
record. I think Seattle's the top 3 team right now.
Yeah.
Those four, though, it's hard to say.
It is.
I think those four are all interchangeable, and then there's a little bit of a drop off after.
Do you think the Pats are better? I know they lost to the Ravens. It doesn't really like
Better
that
than
game
Seattle?
doesn't really mean much. Yeah. No,
I don't know. I think like
I have
any
not
given
watched
day,
1 second of Pats football this year, so I can't really comment. I'm just looking at their record and my disgust for Tom Brady.
I think all those teams are interchangeable. They can all beat each other on any given Sunday.
I think so too.
You know what those other 3 teams don't have? Russell Wilson.
Oh my God. The guy is just. You can't ignore it anymore.
When was the last time he was in a winning situation in a game and did not win?
That's a great stat. That's what we should be looking up. Like if
In overtime, he had 2 drives.
I'm putting a ball into Russ's hand to go for a game-winning drive. 100%. He's the guy. No matter what.
Would you argue?
Over anyone else in the NFL.
Over any
Right
other
now- right now.
quarterback right now.
Today.
Any
3
other
years
quarterback.
ago, 4 years ago, sure,
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Because
No.
he's smart. He's
Today, I
not.
don't
He's
know.
not doing a stupid. Well, I mean, he's making calculated decisions, and he's making 5 decisions at one time.
Mhm.
Other players will go out there and make this is the throw, this is
Or-
the running.
Yeah.
But if he sees something, kind of like what Manning did, like he'd see something, it's like we're
So
changing.
nothing is ever decided.
Nothing. Well, no, it's not. It's
Yeah.
like one play is 5 different plays, and what we're going to run off of this play is based on the defensive lineup. And Russ is the guy who's going to make that smart decision.
Yeah. Right now, Russ is the guy getting the ball for me.
Yeah.
I'd have to say.
That's wow,
We're converting him.
wow.
I just look at numbers.
Is it us that's converting you, or is Russell Wilson
It's
converting
Russell Wilson.
you?
That's
Dude,
the
this-
clip. That's the clip we're running next week.
Absolutely.
Producer Carl. with
No,
a
this
dime.
game this week was dope. That was awesome.
That was a great
fun, eh?
game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should move the Seahawks out of prime time because why?
I don't know.
Why do you change the times? Period.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it from like fans' perspectives, but that will fuck with people for sure.
That's going to screw people's travel plan. Everything.
Everything. Yep. Because now you'd have a whole day to travel. Now it's in the morning. Now you're fucked. Or you have to get a hotel for the night before now.
Or you can buy another ticket. You
Yeah.
can't move your.
Right.
You can't refund the ticket you just had. Like the NFL just screwed its fans. But it's okay. There's Seahawks fans. There's plenty of them.
They do it every year, hey?
There's
They
like-
change a game or 2 every year like
Oh.
that.
It is
Anyway,
brutal.
all right, let's wrap up. We got to get to that meeting.
All right, let's go.
Carl, can you see if anyone commented?
Nope.
All right,
Beauty.
fuck you
Hi,
guys
fans.
then.
Well, they're just waking up.
No,
having
we
their
love you.
coffee. We love you.
Cheers. They're probably on their way to work. It's 8:30. The Seahawks have a bye next week, which is great.
Mhm.
We get to give Tyler Lockett some time to
Yeah.
heal. It doesn't sound like it was too bad. It was
No.
just like
it was
a
just
bad
contusion that swelled up, right?
yeah, but he had to go in the hospital.
But
Just
because
like-
it's
Just
swollen.
because of
Control
blood
it.
clotting. Just
Yeah.
because it's always a worry
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you get
yeah,
like
okay.
a hard
He
contusion or
didn't
whatever.
break anything, didn't
No,
injure
no.
himself, and he's got the week off. Thank God.
Yeah.
It's super quick. Josh Gordon was nice.
Yeah.
Couple big plays in overtime. Looked
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll, too, I think he had an interview like the day before, and
Yeah.
he said, I'm super impressed how intelligent this guy is. He is like picking up the playbook way quicker than we thought.
That's fucking
Like
good
he had,
news,
what,
man.
3 days of practice?
Yeah. And he didn't play at all the entire game, right? He barely got any reps. He fucking steps in those 2 slants or whatever, catches it no
Dude,
problem.
huge.
Yeah.
That like 3rd and 6 where he caught a 12 or 14-yard pass, that was huge.
So hopefully this bye week helps him too to get more oriented with the playbook and all
100%.
that.
Yeah. That'll bring him.
100%.
Yeah.
Diggs, too. Just like learning the defense a little
Yeah.
bit better.
Yeah.
That guy's a stud, man. I'm excited to have that guy.
Yeah.
And now he's got better receivers to mark and practice and shit, right?
What do you
Better
think about
guys to
Hunt?
work with.
He did get.
He got
plowed
absolutely
o-
dummied
He
one
got
time.
dummied that one time, like a child. Let's move out of my way.
That was on like 3rd and 4 or something too,
Anyways,
to keep it drive.
maybe
going.
he comes back and steps it up. I think a week off is going to be good for these guys.
100%. For sure for the new guys.
Yeah.
Clowney too. Clowney was like questionable going into the game with an injury.
Yeah.
So we good to just get some rest.
Anyways,
I love it. We're going to do a podcast next Sunday evening, guys. Probably watching the Sunday night game.
it's going to be a good game.
Well, I guess this Sunday evening. We're like 4 days away from that. It's a quick turnaround.
It's a quick turnaround.
Because we're on bye week, we're going to do one this Sunday night just to say hi. Might comment on the game. I don't even know who's playing, nor do I really care, but it's going to be fun. We love the Seahawks.
We do. And we love you.
Hold on. I get 2 points this week.
Oh yeah,
Guys,
prediction.
What was my prediction?
your score was higher than mine.
34-31 as I predicted.
Yeah.
And what was
I think mine was lower. I think mine was like 31-27.
what was the score again?
So Lucas, you had
27-24.
27-24.
you had 35-31,
Yeah.
and Denny had 34-27.
Bitches.
It's only because he wanted my score. Let's be
Also,
honest.
new rule I made up today, right now. I get an extra point for calling Myers winning.
you
winning
do
the
not
game.
get you don't get extra
So-
points halfway through a game.
Update as of 2 weeks. Well, we started this last week. Lucas has 3 points total, 2 from last week, 1 from this week. Carl has 1 point because he picked the 49.
Yeah, what the hell?
And Denny now has
Carl.
4 points, 1 last week and 3 this week. Hashtag Go Hawks.
Hashtag Go Hawks. See you soon, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.